In studio, we have John from Hawk Nelson. John, I'm super excited to hear the brand new single that you guys are getting ready to release.
Yeah.
And you're going to play it live for us right now.
Yeah. It's a song called Faithful from our record that came out in April called Made. And it's kind of a special song for us, actually. At the time that it was written, my sister was actually going through treatment for Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Oh, wow.
So she was going through chemo and radiation, and she was 6 months pregnant at the time as well. So it was kind of a crazy time for my family. Her fighting that battle and my whole family fighting it with her. And in the middle of all that, we were going through all the changes as a band, and I was writing a record. So it was sort of this time of like everything in my life and my family's life being completely shaken up. And in that moment, I found myself writing with a friend named Sam, and we wrote this song, Faithful. And he and his wife were having a hard time. They were trying to have children, and they were having a really hard time with that and going through some really tough medical stuff. And I can, happily say since then, my sister's cancer-free. She had her baby. And Sam and his wife had a little girl about 4 days ago.
Oh,
Wow. That's awesome.
And the crazy thing about this song, not to just talk about it like way longer than I play it, but it was written at a time when like we knew about God's faithfulness, but we weren't like experiencing what it felt like right then. Like it was scary right then, and so we were writing lyrics in faith that, like, God, I know you're faithful. I've seen it before. So I'm trusting that you're going to be faithful in this situation too. Wow.
And I love that you wrote that in the time when you didn't see the end of that, and now this becomes a celebration song where you go,
and so it's sort of like it started out as us saying, God, we need you to be faithful in this situation, and then it ends with God proving it.
Very cool.
So
That's awesome.
So this song is called Faithful. You never promised me that this would be easy. I never knew that anything could be this hard. I wanna trust that you know what you're doing, but right now I'm just falling apart. It's hard to see it when I'm living in the moment, but your love's still written on my heart. I get lost when I feel the wind blowing. I gotta cling to who you are, 'cause you are good, even when you're not understood. No matter how many skies fall down, I'm covered under the peace I found. You're my shelter when there's nowhere else to go. No matter how many times I break, you promise always to keep me safe. You're my rescue when I'm spinning out of control. Oh, you were faithful, faithful. You were faithful, faithful. I'm leaving doubt and sorrow in the distance. I'm gonna trust and cast my fears aside. My life's a work that I know you'll finish. I know I'm gonna be alright. It's you I'll chase, even when I can't see your face. No matter how many skies fall down, I'm covered under the peace I found. You're my shelter when there's nowhere else to go. No matter how many times I
Very good. Thank you so much for that. What a blessing. That's John from Hawk Nelson with new music, Faithful.